2 weeks ago, I told you why you keep failing. No system, no identity shift, no long-term plan. Today, I'm showing you how to build that system. Not theory, not inspiration, but a workshop of things that have worked for me for over 800 days. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do tonight to start building a system that actually works. Let's get into it. The system has 3 pillars: affirmations, trigger mapping, and tracking. Most people, they get all 3 wrong. They use generic affirmations that don't mean anything to them. They avoid triggers without understanding why, and they don't track anything. So they have no idea what's actually working. Here's how I did it. Pillar 1, affirmations. Affirmations aren't motivational bullshit. They're neuroscience. Research from the University of Pennsylvania shows that affirmations activate your brain's reward center, the same part that lights up when you get money or praise. But here's the key: generic affirmations don't work. I am strong. I am worthy. I can do this. Those do nothing. The affirmations that work are tied to your core values. Not mine, yours. Here's what to do tonight. Step 1, write down your top 3 core values. Not what sounds good, what actually matters to you. Is it family, health? Maybe it's your career, freedom, honesty, or like me, personal growth. Pick 3 of them. Step 2, connect sobriety to those values. If family is your core value, your affirmation isn't, I don't drink. Your affirmation is, I choose not to drink because I'm the father my kids deserve. If career success is your core value, I don't drink because I'm building something that matters. Or maybe it's health. I don't drink because my body deserves better. You see the difference there between I am strong and I don't drink because my body deserves better? One is generic, the other one is tied to who you actually are. If you need help getting started, I've put together 10 affirmations that I use in early sobriety. They're tied to core values like family, health, freedom, and growth. Download them. Use them as a template. Rewrite them to fit you. Here's my rule. Pick one affirmation and say it 10 times out loud. And then move your body for 1 to 2 minutes. Walk. Do push-ups. Pace the room. Doesn't matter. The physical movement amplifies the neural pathways. Research shows this works because you're combining identity with action. In early sobriety, I said my affirmations constantly, sometimes 100 times a day. Walking, driving, in the shower, at work. Just repeat it in my head over and over and over. I am someone who doesn't drink. But when a craving really hit, I used the full rule. I'd stop, say it 10 times out loud, and then I'd get to moving my body for that minute or 2. The repetition kept my identity strong. The movement killed the craving. It's not magic, it's just lane correction. You're retraining your brain to default to your identity, not your impulse. Pillar 2, trigger mapping. Addiction research shows that 32% of relapse comes from internal triggers. Emotions, stress, boredom, anxiety, not just external stuff like party stores and old friends. Most people only avoid the external triggers, and unfortunately, that's not enough in the early days. You need to map both. So grab a piece of paper and write down 3 categories. Category 1, people. Who do you associate with drinking? Who enables it? Who pressures you? Category 2, places. What routes do you take that pass liquor stores? What bars, parties, or events are high risk for you? Category 3 is emotions. What feelings make you want to drink? Is it stress, loneliness, maybe anger, or boredom? Be specific. Don't write stress, write stress from work, deadlines on Fridays. Don't write liquor stores, write the BP on the corner of Main and 5th. The more specific you are, the more power you have. Once you've mapped them, you need a response plan. For external triggers, avoidance is the best key early on. I changed every route to work, every single one. day shift, afternoon shift, midnight shift. All different routes. It took 90 days before avoiding these stores became automatic. Research shows habit forming can take 66 days on average, but up to 254 days for complex behaviors. Your 90-day timeline, you're right on track with the science. For internal triggers, we're going to find some coping strategies. When stress hits, what do you do instead of drinking? You can call someone, go for a walk, use the affirmations, journal, lift weights, read. Write down 3 coping strategies for each internal trigger and practice them before the trigger hits. That's the difference between preparation and panic. Pillar 3, tracking. Self-monitoring is the single most preventative factor in habit success. People who track their habits are 2 to 3 times more likely to maintain that long term. Why? Because tracking creates awareness, and awareness creates accountability, even if no one else sees it. You don't need an app. You don't need anything fancy. Here's what I did. I keep a small notebook just like this one. And every day, I checked 3 things. Did I use affirmations? Yes or no? Did I avoid my triggers? Yes or no? Did I read 10 pages? Yes or no? 3 check marks. That's it. I also kept a whiteboard on my fridge with one phrase that I wrote on day 1 of getting sober. And that's 1% better every day. Every day I saw it, every day it reminded me that I wasn't chasing perfection. I was chasing progress. I kept that board for over 800 days. Not because I needed it anymore, but because it worked. And at the end of the week, I'd review. If I hit all 3 every day, I knew my system was working. If I missed one, I figured out why and adjusted. But here's the key. Don't track perfection. Track consistency. Missing one day does not destroy progress. Research shows that missing a single day doesn't significantly impact habit forming. But missing 3 days in a row, that's a pattern. And patterns need to be addressed. Every Sunday, review your week. What worked? What didn't? If affirmations worked on Monday but not on Friday, ask why. Were you tired? Were you stressed? Maybe you were distracted. Adjust your system based on what you learn. That's how you build something that lasts. Here's what you're going to do tonight. Step 1, you're going to write down your top 3 core values. Step 2, create one affirmation tied to each of those values. Step 3, map your triggers, people, places, emotions. Be specific. Step 4, write down one coping strategy for each trigger. And then step 5, go buy yourself a notebook and start tracking tomorrow. That's it. That's the system. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. In 2 weeks, I'm breaking down the part of sobriety no one talks about. Not the highlight reels, the real stuff. The uncomfortable truths that catch people off guard and make them think, why in the hell am I even doing this? But right now, download those 10 affirmations I used. Links in the description, and build your system right now after this video. Not later tonight, right now. Because you're not trying to quit drinking. You're building a system to become someone who doesn't drink. And that starts today. See you in the next one.